as well. And now I get loads of messages like, those are like, listen, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I don't want to live because people make fun of us. Do you know what I mean? And now they've got something that they can work towards, and it can change their life. Inshallah, it can change their life.
Inshallah. So you're speaking of Salim as well. We're not really. It's not the Likkleman show, as you're well aware, you know. So, how's your experience been with him? How's he been to work with
Salim
his team?
is a beautiful brother, man. He's a beautiful brother. His team are genuine, good-hearted people. Do you know what I mean? And when you see him, he's a beautiful brother, man. You see him, he's just very kind. Yeah, man. Big up him and his team. They've flown all the way from France to come here, and coming to the UK with how many people behind Likkleman is a lot. And I know he's probably been getting loads of abuse, but guys, this is a sport, innit? So don't take it too hard, innit?
Yeah, you put yourself in the public eye, you know, you're going to get like love and you're going to get hate from both sides. So you put yourself out there, that's what appears. I'm sure I don't have to tell you about that, Bounce.
100%.
So you have a message for any of the fighters or moving forward?
Well, I was just saying, we've got some pictures there of the guys going through their final warm-up. And you mentioned there that the lads don't necessarily get taken seriously, but you have been on the pads with hundreds, thousands of fighters, probably of all kinds of levels, and you've said yourself, this man Likkleman can punch. Make no mistake, there's power in those hands.
He's got the X factor, you know. Maybe it's the short levers, it's attached to his hips. I don't know, but that was not like a normal punch, you know. I've got a few other fighters I've worked with that they're like, it's just different. I can't really explain the compound movement it feels, you know?
You'll break your fist if you get a spud. No one knows.
Fist bump that man.
Yeah, don't do that.
Some advice for you. Do not do that.
So, Bouncer, in all seriousness, we have waxed lyrical that this Wicked and Bad, it is the start of the movement. It starts something special. But for us guys to say it, it just sounds like words. You are Wicked and Bad. What does it mean, and where are you going with it?
It means everything to me. For example, you look at entertainment, like you saw artists performing. We can put whatever artists we want on our own program. Do you know what I mean? And it's very important that us as a culture, that we come together and we put things out and we get creative, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And we've had so much positive feedback. So I like to thank the supporters, people that's paid their $4.99 to trust us, and yeah, man, enough love to everyone. Thank you.
Trust, that is a special word. Thank you very much for your time, Bouncer. Try and enjoy tonight, because it looks special, it feels special, but we will let you get on now. Bouncer.
Wicked and Bad, come on, you know.
And we're going to bring in the trainer. Are you coming in, H? Here we come. How has it been for you to train Likkleman? Because it is a new challenge, isn't it? I mean, all trainers, you know yourself, whether it's MMA, whether it's boxing, whether it's kickboxing, you've got these new challenges. This has been a new one for you. How's it been?
It's been quite an experience. It genuinely has been quite an experience. But we've loved every bit of it. The whole team have loved every bit of it. I mean, to be a part of this is the wow factor. This is definitely the wow factor. I mean, if I'm being in all honesty, I wasn't expecting this. I definitely underestimated what these guys are going to be putting together, and this is up there. I mean, like any full-fledged pro fighter would want to be a part of this show. Yeah, so you'd want that.
100%. This is a big show feel, isn't it? You've been to some big shows that didn't look like this.
Well, I see the AJ versus I think it was AJ. Who's the gentleman that came over from, I think it was New Zealand, I forgot his name. Joseph Parker. So I was at the AJ Parker show. Yeah. The last time I see fire shoot out like that, I see, right? I don't want to give too much away for the cameras, but the last time I see that was at AJ Parker show. So the setup is unreal. The setup is unreal, and I think why that's so important for fighters is because when you come down, you get to see such a setup like that. It's like, hold on, this is serious. This is real. This is proper. Are you with me? And I think that helps the fighters to be like, hold on, we're talking business now. Are you with me? But I can't believe it. Bouncer, Albi, the whole team, the sponsors, Zen, Shush, all of them. Right? What they've put together here is unreal. It's unbelievable.
And we're just moments away from finding out exactly what they can do in the ring. So how did you and Likkleman get together?
I was brought to a table going on maybe about 3 weeks ago. And I had my brother Junaid call me up and say to me, look, we're going to have to come down, have a discussion about boxing and XYZ. I sat at a table and we're talking about we're talking about dwarfs having a fight. And in all honesty, being honest, right, it is what it is. Like I've spent the first 3 minutes laughing, right, and I'm thinking, are you guys being serious? And when I look around the table and I see all of their faces just looking at me, staring me down, like, no, we're being serious, right? And I then met Aiden himself. I met Likkleman himself, and in all honesty, it didn't sit in my heart straight away. It didn't sit in my heart straight away. I can understand from a marketing perspective and with how entertainment is taking over, that did definitely play a part in my mind, that entertainment now is taking over. People are paying to watch entertainment, right? Are you with me? I got his name wrong the other day. Logan Paul versus KSI. Are you with me? And you got them. You got YouTubers going at it. You got Instagrams going at it. You got all of them going at it. But the common factor in all of these things is it's happening in the ring. Are you with me? It's happening in the ring. So it's helping boxing as well. You'll have people say, well, boxing's dying. It's not dying. We're just bringing more entertainment into
new
boxing.
eyes and then changing up its model as well. Maybe it just needs a bit of refreshing. There is an opening in the market for the entertainment standpoint. And like from yourself, obviously working with the likes of Conlon, how does the preparation of working with Aiden compare to your work?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 100 million%. I'm sure Michael Conlon would approve of something like this. Are you with me? And the gang, amazing. But that's what it was. I didn't take it serious at first. The minute Aiden walked into the gym, right, and I held pads for him, and I could see the way he's training, the way he's on the battle ropes, the way he's pushing the sledge, and I walked back, and my brother was looking at me saying that, I told you, and I was like, you're right, he's the real deal. He's athletic. He changes as a person when he walks through the gym doors. He come down to the gym at boxing booth, he changes as a person when he walks through the gym doors.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You talked about, you admitted that when you first found out about it, you laughed, and there'll be a lot of people who are watching at home, maybe out of morbid fascination, but if this venue and this trainer and everything that we've seen doesn't convince you, it's up to these two now to get in the ring and convince you that everything they've done, everything they've worked for, I mean, if you didn't believe that this was a legitimate show, you wouldn't have got involved, right?
No, this is the real deal. And in all honesty, I don't blame people if it's hard for them to lock in. But I'm saying definitely lock in because this is real. And this is very as real as it can get. And I'm just as excited as a fan, really, because I want to know what's going to happen come a few moments. What's going to happen? Are you with me? I don't see it going the distance. Okay. I don't see it going the distance. He's powerful, man. He's pocket rocket. He's on fire. And I know Salim, alhamdulillah, he's come down. Are you with me? Shout out all of Salim's team, because it's not nice for any of these away fighters to come down and be against the grain. And Likkleman's loved. I'm definitely with him all the way. Our team is with him all the way. And
when you mentioned that it wasn't going the distance, you shook your head then. Is that because you agree or you disagree?
I wholeheartedly agree. I'd bet my life it doesn't go 6 rounds this fight tonight.
No.
Well, that is fighting talk from you two, but now the time for talking is over. The two fighters are ready. It is the wicked and bad world title. So let's go over to our MC, Brian Lacey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Assalamu alaikum. The time is now for the biggest little fight in history. Brought to you by Wicked and Bad. So without further ado, let's welcome in the blue corner, Salim Chiboub. And welcome in the red corner, Likkleman.
Look, I'm thinking on my past, living on my last. I was so broke, nobody giving me a chance. Felt so washed, sitting on my arse, I see niggas getting on. I'm wishing they were dark, dog, I'm wishing on a star. Vision in my past, I had dreams of getting rich. Winning with my dogs, I had it up to here. Or being what I can't, I hit the trap, now looking back. Now I'm living like a boss of fly birds, and that's the truth. I'm firing the booth, but it's money over fame. I'm hiring the troops, so the trap's running smooth. And I ain't selling loose. When they ask me what I want, I say the caddy got me through. I say the caddy put me on. It took my belly off. They want to push my button, so I burst my strally off. But when I'm sitting down, nobody put my family on. I fuck the baddest bitches, nigga, she a stallion. I took risks to get rich. No days off, it's been shift after shift. And you cannot shift. So much weed, and never smoked a spliff. So much calls, and nothing's getting missed. I'm trying to flourish in my prime. It's money on my time. I hustle and I grind, so the struggle wasn't nice. Even though I'm on the trap, need some money off my rhymes. When niggas changed up, it's funny all the time.
You know, we see niggas change up a lot over these years, you feel me? We're still out here trying to get it, chasing dreams, you know, on the streets.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This is the main event of the evening. This is brought to you by Wicked and Bad. This bout is set at 48 kilograms and will be contested over 6 two-minute rounds and will be for the inaugural Wicked and Bad World Championship. Your judges are Wayne McKenna, Michael Ryan, and Joel Clayton. Without further ado, let's introduce your fighters. First, in the blue corner, this fighter weighed in at 46.1 kilograms, fighting out of Mahmoudi Gym, representing Algeria by way of France, Salim, little big man, chiboub! And introducing his opponent in the red corner. He weighed in at 47 kilograms exactly, fighting out of Boxing Booth Gym, representing Coventry and the United Kingdom. Give it up for Likkleman! Your referee in charge, Nico Joker. Yes.
C'est pas un fighter, chanteur de rire, avance, Salim, avance. C'est pas un fighter,
Okay, we have the final instructions from Nico Joker between these two fighters. We have Likkleman. We have Likkleman in the red corner, Salim chiboub in the blue. Very relaxed. Made the most of that walkout as well, really enjoying this moment, but the time for talk is over. Carl Prince, we are set, we are ready. Round one.
Nice tight guard, looking to control the centre, Salim, looking to absorb maybe Likkleman's inexperience, takes some punches on his gloves, but as soon as he opens up, he collects a right hand for his trouble.
And we've talked about the power of Likkleman as well, already dug one to the body there, Carl.
Yeah, a very tight guard, walking him down, looking to establish a jab from the southpaw stance, and nice sharp jab by Aiden.
Followed up with a straight to the body
nice
as well, Carl.
I think he's talking throughout, mate, yeah? 1-2 and have a chat, I think that's his. Nice head movement, making Salim miss there. Really sharpened up his skills since I last saw him over 2 months ago. Obviously working with the boots, nice left hand counter, but Likkleman just smiles back.
Smiles back indeed, and this is an interesting start from Likkleman, very composed, bringing the power though.
I see Likkleman's looking to make Salim miss in the first phase and counter, so let's see if Salim picks up on that.
And look at that, there's good movement, Carl. To say that this is his first fight as well for Likkleman.
His eyes are wide open, Brian, he's into this fight already. It might be his first fight, but he's looking, controlling the airlines and nice right hand after
And
jab.
again, that hurt him. That hurt him, Carl. He's got power. He really does carry that. And again, that right hand connects.
Oh, counter back though. That's brought out the dog in Salim. Yeah, here we go. He's throwing that right hand hook. Pushing him back into the cage, you see. And then he gets the tight guard up there, but he knows the Likkleman's going to look to pierce him now. Nice head movement. Catches him with the right hook. That big right hand.
And that was timing, Carl. Look how much he's enjoying this moment. Likkleman has taught the talk.
This is his moment. He must feel like he's the strongest guy in there. You don't want him to punch him out though, getting too enjoying it, like we said before about emotion, Brian, but he looks real composed in there. Likkleman, experienced beyond his tender age, you know, and tender time in there, but he catches the left hook for his troubles there.
And Salim has had to eat a couple of big shots, and that might even surprise Likkleman as well, that he's been able to take this sort of power.
Yeah, I think sometimes you can pick up your own right hand and think that you just need to land one and then that'll be the fight over. Nice body shot.
Nice end to the round there.
I'll tell you what, Brian, what a great first round.
So we wondered how this was going to play out. And actually, looking at this, there was a lot of people thinking this was not going to be as technical as that. Both of them brought some excellent skills in that first round.
I think you saw the game plan straight away. It looked like chiboub was looking to get his hands tight and then get forward and all that. And then obviously Likkleman looking to lay back, throw in the second phase and all that. But I think we're going to go to the corners.
Oh, talk us through some of this action, Carl.
You see, controlling the distance quite well. Likkleman is looking to make him fall in and then go off that. I think like quite early on, he felt like he had the power. He really looked like he was confident in his power, and they had a difference in the power. And that was going to be the X factor in there. But you see the fighter in Salim. You land one on him, he's going to try to land four back on you.
Venom indeed in those shots from Salim. But let's give credit as well to how relaxed Likkleman is. The big question we asked is he's coming with a lot of bravado into this fight, and he's actually been fairly composed. Looked like he's fighting at a really efficient rate for his body type.
I don't think you can see him right now, but he's like gesturing to the crowd. He's really soaking up every moment, enjoying all parts of it. It's like what we alluded to in the pre-show. You know, I think people are just born to be on certain arenas and in certain venues, and he's fashioned the way to get where he needed to be all along for an indirect route. But here he is, and he's soaking up every little second of it.
And that's where fighting under these rule sets. There's actually 90 seconds in between rounds as well, Carl. So, I mean, that's massive, isn't it? That really, especially when they're fighting at this pace, they've got a lot of time to recover.
Yeah, recover, digest what's occurred, maybe change the plan a little bit with the coaches and all that. So, I think we're about ready for the second round, Brian.
Rounds two, scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds.
No touch of the gloves, but
no.
Away we go. And short little right uppercut.
And what would you look from Salim to change in this? Maybe bring this pressure that he's doing at the start of the second round.
Yeah, I think that he's got to feint a little bit more, draw Likkleman out, and then catch him in the second phase. See, Likkleman's trying to make him miss, and he's almost going always immediately.
Great head movement there from Likkleman, and digs the body again. A little shake of the head there, but that sometimes means it hurts, right?
Yeah. Or a little bravado looking to bring him on. But see, Likkleman's like, his eyes are wide open. He's drawing out counters and making him miss. It's a real composed professional performance thus far.
He's still talking in there.
He's enjoying every shot that lands in here.
Salim pushing forward though as well. He's taken another hard right hand there, Carl.
Yeah. Well, Salim game is a badge, you know, he's not going anywhere for this as long as he can withstand these shots. But you see, he's got a bit of redness on his nose already that's established from the straight shots by Aiden. Nothing too complicated by Aiden, throwing straight punches and keeping the range, and he's just making Salim fall in with hooks and uppercuts and short range punches and taking the distance away from him, now controlling the centre. Whereas you looked at the start line, Salim was really trying to control the centre and impose his game plan with a tight guard and maybe perhaps tire Likkleman out on his gloves. But great waist movement.
And the big hook there from Likkleman, but Salim just gets out of the way of that one.
I like the angry Batman face that he keeps pulling as well between punches, but Salim's on his bike, he's walking him down, absorbing shots on his gloves and all that. Maybe the experience will come into play later on in the fight, Brian, but up to now, we wouldn't tell who's had 3 fights and who's had making their debut this far.
There's a lot said in the press conference from Salim about the preparation from Likkleman. They think he's been enjoying himself while training, but Bouncer has been telling me a lot the difference.
Like he's enjoying himself now, Brian, more so.
Oh, now Salim coming with a big combination. Nice work from Salim. 10 seconds left in the second round.
Yeah, Likkleman waving him on, gesturing him on. A little bit of bravado and show from both guys here. Not a surprise in that respect, but...
Again, nice.
Together. I would say Salim really put it together towards the back end of that round. He came into the round, the second part of it, you know, but Aiden looking composed, ready to go for the next round already. He's not even got his breath back yet.
And you talked about the evolution of Salim within that round. A lot of fighting is about making those adjustments, learning while you're in there, and the experience side. 3 fights already that Salim has had. Do you think that's coming into play now? Do you think he's reading Likkleman a little bit?
Yeah, I think he looked a little bit towards the second of that round. He really figured out what was occurring, you know. It's a lot of straight punches and a lot of waiting for you to fall in to throw it, and then maybe to draw out the first initial counter. So, yeah, I think a nice little switch of the game plan and going more in flurries. If you watch Likkleman, he throws very little going backwards. But as he's coming forward, he's looking to engage a bit more. But his head movement on the back foot very strong, and obviously his gesturing and histrionics even stronger.
Body movement, upper body movement as well. His ducks, his weaves, making those angles. But Salim's still in there, like you said.
I'll tell you what, Brian, for your first fight to actually make anybody miss once with a roll is insane, really, because they're the things that follow out through muscle memory, through having done it over and over, usually put things on your gloves and count and stuff, and that tires you out too. So missing someone's head and all that is really tiring. Everyone's used to hitting a pad, hitting a bag, and it gives back. But when you miss and spin through, not only thinking that was embarrassing, you're getting a little bit more fatigue doing it.
We see H there in the corner of Likkleman. One of the things he talked about with training Likkleman was the speed of being able to pick up new skills and really take them on board. He said he's got an athlete's mind, a really high IQ when you're talking about physical sports, and he's showing that tonight. Very impressive from Likkleman. Round 3 set to go underway here at Wicked and Bad, and Salim chiboub moving forward early. Look at this, a big combination to start with, Carl.
Yeah, pushing him back, but a little flurry. Like I said, it's all front foot. Whoever's on the front foot is throwing. So I think what Salim's reinvented is just try to always go forward. You see, when everyone's having success, when you push the other guy back. So let's try hold our feet a little bit, control the centre. You see another flurry coming forward.
Oh, and look at that Likkleman covering up. Nice dig to the body though from Salim. But you can just see there's a big difference in power.
Yeah. Under 100%. You see, I think he's hurting there with the left hook and the right hook.
Yeah, he's putting it on him now. Look at this.
He doesn't want to punch himself out, though. He took a step back, smart of him, but I think he did have him rock there a little bit.
Oh.
But you see, Brian, the difference in strength, yeah. Again, yeah, just a slip there or perhaps a throw down.
Maybe a judo throw there, but listen, Nico Joker will tidy it up in there between these two.
If this was an MMA fight, I would favour the Englishman. Yeah, there's a real big strength advantage, I believe.
And again, Likkleman talking as he comes forward. Oh, Salim, nice digs to the body.
Yeah. You see Salim's chin does come up a little bit as he's throwing, so that would be an opportune time for Aiden to throw. There you go, nice right hand, but Salim straight back, you know. It's almost like his ego says, okay, you've got him, but I'm going to get you. You know, he's not worried about what's happened. He's only moving forward and throwing shots. Yeah, I think Likkleman's getting a little bit tired here now, like falling in with a big overhand right there, but as I said, Salim's chin's there for the taking. And he's a good right hand.
And he connects there on the beard there of Salim.
Turn there, a very advanced little turn in the corner. May over style, but you see Salim on the exit looking quite tired.
And if you were to talk about who was going to be the tighter of the two, especially when we're moving into the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, a lot of people expected Likkleman to be there, but like you said, big breaths coming there from Salim chiboub.
Yeah, this is a big occasion for everybody, Brian, and I think obviously halfway through you're getting that little bit of an adrenaline dump. Who can push up from here? Here we go, last little bit of this round, halfway through. Oh, good
left hook there.
In the bow. Likkleman gets his guard tight. They both look and feel very strong to the body. They're not really that interested in what's coming down low.
A little clash of heads there as they came into that corner as well, Carl.
Oh, nice left hand lands again and again to the body. I think they'll stumble Likkleman a little bit, but he's coming forward.
Now that was an action-packed round. They really are heating up, Carl. And difficult to score. I'm not going to put you on the spotlight on you, but this so far, the momentum going backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I think the first round you have to give to Likkleman. The second one was contentious, and again with the third, very close. You know, it depends what you're looking for. You're looking for guys scoring, the guy in the front foot, intelligent pressure or just pressure. I'm actually looking to see if H is doubling up as a welder in the corner here.
Listen, a man of all trades, but his true passion is boxing, and he's really brought the best out of Likkleman here. And now we're getting a look at the work, the handiwork of
See how organised he looks, Brian. You know, even just taking punches on your gloves, it can knock you off balance, but his base is good. He's been very well taught. Again, I saw him on the pads about 8 weeks ago, and his level was nowhere near where he's at now. So to improve so much in such a short space of time, it's testament to his training, it's testament to his athleticism. Like I said, just making people miss with head movement, that's really advanced for a novice. You know, you don't see many novices like roll out and counter and all that business. So it's very impressive from both athletes so far.
There we go, we are set to move on. And that has been an action-packed early few rounds between these two. So impressed with just the focus of Likkleman. Really has risen to this occasion, an occasion where a lot of the weight is on his shoulders as far as promotion. And people are always tuning in to either watch him win or to watch him fail, right?
Yeah, 100%, and he's aware of that. But he's breathing and he's working, he's getting his rest, he's finding his spots and all that. It's, like you said, from both, it's a very professional performance.
So round 4 set to go underway here for the first ever Wicked and Bad World Championship. Look at that face, Likkleman.
Stood right in the centre waiting for him.
Just getting tailed down there by Nico Joker.
Yeah. Looking for the referee to separate him before the fight starts, but here we go.
And off we go.
Nice. Looking for that roll into a left hook. Great head movement once more. And again, you've got to make him miss and make him pay. You know, it's good to make great defence, but you've got to look for counters off that. Great head movement. Comes with the left hook, just as I'm saying it.
Very nice winging shots from Salim. A little bit desperate, maybe. A bit of footwork as well. Oh! I think that was a slip, but maybe.
He scored a slip.
And Salim,
nice left hook. Raw body shots now. Salim coming into his own. Doesn't want to punch himself out. It feels like he's got Likkleman on the ropes, but Likkleman coming forward again.
What a fight there.
50-50 battle this, mate. This is two guys leaving it all out there, Brian, and this is what we want to see. This is what everybody's paid their $4.99 for.
And you think about it, Salim, a lot of people are saying he's just come here for a paycheck, but definitely not. He is here to try and steal the thunder of Likkleman to claim that world title.
Two fighters, two competitors, only one winner, you know, and they're both very aware of that. They're leaving it all out there. 1 minute left in this round. Who can steal it? Oh, he's spanning round there with a right hook. Oh, he's hitting a big right hand. Yeah, we've got a...
Yeah, first knockdown on the fight. Oh, he's gone that a slip. But listen, that punch came, that's what turned him round.
I'd like to see the replay on that. It did look like he caught with the right hand, and obviously, whether it was a slip, he's going to obviously appeal that. But it looks like the right hand was what scored the knockdown.
The corner very unhappy.
I think he's going to come out fast here.
Elias Mahmoudi in that corner, but now he's lit a fire under Salim chiboub.
Well, he catches a nice straight right for his money, though, there.
Punch for punch, toe to toe. These two are going at it.
These are going to war, yeah. And leave nothing in there, nothing in the changing rooms afterwards. Good start by just playing a little touch, slowing the fight down a little bit here.
And look at Salim pushing forward. This round brought to you by Saliba Music Group. And you can see the frustration there a little bit coming from Salim. But Likkleman looking composed, smile on his face. I think we're going to get a word with Bouncer now. Let's chuck it to Dave.
Well, cheers, Brian. I've managed to track down Bouncer. You can't keep still, mate. We're 4 rounds in. What have you thought of it so far?
Both fighters are amazing. Oh my days, I can't believe it. They are rocking it out.
Did you expect it to be this busy?
I didn't expect it to be like this. This is amazing. Likkleman that's just started training for like six weeks, and Salim, they look both amazing.
You saw the shot from your man Likkleman. Did you think it was a knockdown? The referee did.
Boy, I'm not gonna be biased, you get me? I'm just gonna not comment on that, but yeah, man, it was amazing.
I've been following on social media throughout the fight. There is so much love for this event, for Likkleman and for Salim, who's just taken a slap off his trainer in the corner there. Have you got a message for those at home who are watching?
Thanks everyone for tuning in. God bless you all, man, and it's gonna be bigger and better, and we're literally changing these two's lives.
Finally, who wins the fight?
Boy, I'm going to throw it up in the air. But Wicked and Bad Entertainment.
Wicked and Bad Entertainment. Bouncer, cheers. Enjoy the rest of the fight. Brian and Carl, back to you two.
Thanks, Dave. What a fight this has been.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to see a replay of that knockdown as the referee scored it, and I think I'm in support of that. The right hand landed, obviously he span a little bit through himself off balance of a hook, so I think they'll watch that back and realise that it's quite an easy one to score eventually.
But then when you look at this now, it's lit a fire under Salim. He really has got to do something now if he's got that knockdown against him in round 4. Only 2 rounds left, Carl.
Yeah, this is where the going gets tough, isn't it? And let's see who really wants it. United landed a nice big shot there. A big shot again by Likkleman.
What a chin Salim has got.
Salim lands a nice left hook himself.
moving forward. He took that really well.
Just a nice straight right again. He just looks like his levers are a bit longer, don't they, Brian? You know, he's got a bit longer reach and just stood in them shots in now.
And he mixed that up as well. He's been throwing hooks, but that straight right down the middle rocked the head back of Salim chiboub.
Yeah, great setup. That is 100% his punch, and he's not thrown it for a while. So Salim pouring on it him now, though.
You have to think it's Salim with all to do, and look at that straight right, ran it through him, and now
Salim, he's not took the fight out of him. Another right hand. No, left straight, and another one. He's putting back.
Really is rising to the occasion, Likkleman. What a combination that was. Trap Salim in the corner.
No, right hand. Stepped him up. That one hurt him. That one hurt him, but he's not took the fight out of him.
Nico Joker keeping a big eye on this, making sure Salim is still in there.
Yeah, really enjoying it. Here we go.
40 seconds left.
These guys are really, their stars are shining here, Brian. What a performance by both these competitors.
This is all the talk about this fight not living up to the hype. That can all be put to bed. Oh!
Touchdown there, but referee adjudicates the slip, but he looks a little bit rocked there to me. Salim, 20 seconds remaining in this round. Yeah, another right hand lands, but just rock'em, sock'em robots at the moment.
Rock'em, sock'em robots. And that right hand is the difference, Carl. Right again. Oh, he's out with his feet.
And again.
Likkleman looking to fit. Oh, that is it. No, he's doing the standing count. Whoa. There we go, Likkleman, he can smell blood. This round was sponsored by Play Dirty.
That's the end of the round, Brian. What a great end-to-end.
What a finish there. Absolutely brilliant flurry there from Likkleman. I thought Nico Joker was stepping in to stop it, but he's giving him a standing count.
Yeah.
And look what that means to Likkleman.
In a war of attrition, you know, the power did come through. I thought the power would die out after the first 3 rounds, but I couldn't be further from the truth. I think in order in the 5th round of his debut to be able to land concussive blows like that over and over, that is testament to his training, testament to his preparation, testament to his dedication. I think if anyone's at the couch sat at home thinking their lives are going the wrong way, throw yourself into combat sports, throw yourself into boxing, get yourself to the gym, prove to everybody all the things you say in your head that you can do it. Likkleman's proving it to the whole world tonight. And now tomorrow, Monday, wherever the first time you get into the boxing gym, it's your chance to turn your life around, your chance to change something. Likkleman's putting on a clinic tonight and showing everybody what he can achieve with dedication.
Absolutely could not have said it better. And this work, this back and forth between the two sums it up. That right hand kept connecting, Carl. And this is the combination at the end of the round.
Just a flurry of right hands, you know, and obviously I think saved by the bell a little bit there, and 5 right hands just thrown there, and then the bell to end the round. You see where he's stumbling off there, arguing with the 8 count, but really doing a bit of a chicken dance as he's doing it.
So we are set for our final round, round number 6 here at the Wicked and Bad inaugural tournament. My goodness, what a battle this has been. 2 minutes left for these men to claim that world championship. So far, it's pretty much been one-way traffic. Likkleman bringing the power, but Salim has got 2 minutes to try and turn this round, Carl.
Yeah, from the 4th round, you know, Likkleman really steps on the gas. He's found a home for that right hand, and Salim not really got an answer for it. He probably needs a stoppage now to win this fight.
Oh, and still the power. He's just getting no respect for his punches from Likkleman. From
Salim. Waiting for him, yeah. Likkleman's maybe a little body shot here. We'll finish the battle, but left up. The referee waves off the bell, Brian.
That's it. What a moment. Likkleman takes the world championship, takes the victory, answers all the haters. My goodness, Carl, what a fight.
What a fight indeed, Brian. Really, really well deserved. To be honest with you, I thought Likkleman was the guy that would die off between the 4th and 6th round, and quite the opposite was happening. His power wore down chiboub, who's looking visibly upset. You know, a big shame from him. He's left it all in there. Those first 3 rounds was very, 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 very competitive, but just the power shone through in the end, and the death by 1,000 cuts at the end, and Likkleman reaping the rewards of such a great performance.
Fantastic stuff, and there's his handheld high. The culmination of all that hard work.
A nice bit of sportsmanship at the end. That's what we want to see, Brian. All the pushing and shoving behind, but they've got each other's respect tonight. And I tell you what, Likkleman's got the world's respect with that right hand. Drop you like a box seat.
And now, do you believe us? You said at the very beginning of this, it's felt like a special event from the very beginning, but it was up to the 2 men in the ring to prove to the world that they were were serious contenders, and that was a serious performance from both men, really.
Yeah, but for the first 3 rounds, they were very competitive. I probably had Salim edging the second and third round, obviously, and then from there, just really poured it on from there, Aidan. The fourth and fifth and the sixth round, his excess power really shone through, and that was the finishing point of the fight. We're going to look where the referee stepped in here. Salim going out on his shield, swinging for the fences, but just too much straight shots, too much power here, and thankfully the referee steps in and didn't want to see any more. What a great contest from both these guys, Dave.
Absolutely fantastic, and what a debut for Likkleman. I've been keeping my eye on social media throughout the bout. There has been so much support for both men, so much support for the event, and I heard you talking about the positives that combat sports can have on your life. This is evidence of that. I mean, very often it sounds like hyperbole when we say history in the making, but that's what this has been. Positive messaging from the very beginning.
How can you not be inspired by this? You know, I've been around the sport for like 15 years or so, and this is the first of the kind that I've seen itself, and I'm inspired by it. You know, I'm inspired by these guys and their backstories, and Salim living in the gym for 6 weeks, and Rags to Rich's story that obviously that Likkleman brings wherever he goes, and a richly deserved like output of performance, and what a great event.
Absolutely. We'll be going to the middle for the official results very shortly. A word about that man on the screen. Incredibly brave performance from him.
Yeah, a little in stature, but perhaps the biggest heart. I think his whole body is a heart. You know, he only came to win. He's a big competitor. He's really upset with the loss, you know. So you got to feel for him. He left it all out in there. But like I said, what he lacks in stature, he makes up for in heart. And hats off to Salim, mate.
Well, you can see how devastated he is. But that's a nice moment between those two men. All the beef has been put aside. Yeah. They did the job they had to. They sold the fight.
They got each other's respect, mate, didn't they? Yeah, they got each other's respect with some left and rights. And sadly for Salim, one good night.
Absolute devastation for that man. He came here to win, but he will not be leaving as the wicked and bad world champion. That is a belt that will belong to Likkleman. And forget about the power. That man showed us that he could box tonight.
Yeah, composure, like everything that I didn't expect. You know, he's an oxymoron walking around, Likkleman. What a performance! I almost lost the words. I thought that he was going to get tired and all that business, but he did the opposite. He came on in the championship rounds. What a performance! We're going to go to Brian for the official.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight between these absolute warriors. But your referee called a stop to the action at 25 seconds of round number 6. Your winner by way of knockout and new world champion, Likkleman!
What a moment for Likkleman as he exits the ring with that World Championship belt, exactly what he came for. He talked the talk and he backed it up with a fantastic performance. Do stick with us wherever you're watching around the world, because we will be hearing, certainly from Likkleman, hopefully from chiboub as well, as he wipes off more tears, because that is absolutely devastating for him. Still has the Algerian flag there on the ropes. But Brian's going to be making his way over there to try and hear from both Likkleman and chiboub as well. He's already started talking, Likkleman, behind us. Of course he has. Wait till he gets a microphone in his face. He was confident enough before the fight. Imagine what we're going to hear from him after he's won. But now we're going to have a look at some of the best bits of a fantastic performance that culminated with a World Championship belt around the shoulders of Likkleman. So this is the very beginning of the fight, Carl. What were your first impressions in round 1?
Yeah, this is the 4th round, I believe, and the first knockdown of the fight. My impressions I was really impressed by both guys' base. They never walked over the feet. They were always in a good stance, absorbing punches, you know. Only really when they threw big wailing hooks did they fall off balance. And for guys with such limited experience, it was really, really impressive. And Likkleman's right. I just found a home for that straight right. I like the way he mixed up in the second and third, didn't throw many straight punches, and then brought them back in from the 4th onwards, and really bear the fruits of that moving forward.
Well, that knockdown came at a good time for Likkleman, didn't it? Because that was when Salim was just starting to get a foothold in the fight.
Yeah, he just span him round, didn't he? Almost with a right hook, and then he dropped him with the right hand, and they disputed the first knockdown. And perhaps there's a little bit of controversy in it, but I don't believe so. It looked like a right hand that dropped him, but there can be no arguments about the knockdowns that were following.
Absolutely not. And look what it means at the end. There is not a release of ecstasy in the body like that he'll have experienced there. He'll have never experienced it before, and it'll be quite hard to top it, your very first victory.
Yeah, chemicals, you can't experience what he just experienced through that. That is an organic feeling, you know, and hats off to him. His dedication and all that throughout that, he deserved every little second of that.
Well, in fact, I'm hearing now that the champ is ready. Brian, you're with a man with a belt.
Water, please, water.
Well, we are here with your winner and new Likkleman.
Don't know, wicked and bad, know who it is.
Listen, I've got to say, my friend, 6 rounds, 6 hard rounds, but what you showed in there was a huge amount of skill, huge amount of time. I'm going to give a lot of credit to this man, to your team. How does this feel? Tell me about it.
It was amazing. Amazing. I'm new to this game, you get me, but I just showed you what I'm capable of, so I'm going to stick to the boxing game. Anyone out there who wants to challenge me, come, I'm ready. I'm ready for any man. You know my face, Likkleman, wicked and bad. Big up all my coaches, big up all my followers, big up all my supporters, big up all my people who have got me here today. Yeah, and look what I've just showed you. I can do something, you get me? So, big up everyone, you get me? Say no more.
And let's talk about the fight as well. One thing that impressed us most was just your composure in there. There was so much heat and so much beef beforehand. A lot of people expected you to come out a lot harder, but you stayed technical, and you said the difference would be your power, and that was the truth, yeah?
Come on, you know me, man. Strong like axe, isn't it? But come on, don't know.
And I've got to say, let's talk about your opponent as well, because my goodness, he took some amazing shots. He made it a fight as well. This has been, for the inaugural event for Wicked and Bad, what a performance you both put on there. You needed the dance partner. He showed up tonight, right?
Yeah, big up Salim, man. He obviously tried his hardest, but, you know, there's always one who's going to win. But, yeah, big up him for trying anyway.
Listen, I'm going to speak to H as well, just to grab a word with you. First of all, how proud are you of this man? That was his first ever competitive fight, and you got to rise to the occasion, and he did that.
You have to rate it differently, and I'm saying that was absolutely amazing. Are you with me? That performance there was a 10 out of 10 performance. Yeah, there's loads of obviously stuff. If this is a long-term thing, we've sat with the team. We know with the team that this is a long-term thing. We're here to stay. And this is going to continue. So we go back to the drawing board, as they say. Are you with me? We come up with the plan. We look at the stuff that we have to work on. I told you, like, it's not going the distance. And in all honesty, the fight didn't even have to go on that long. Are you with me? But it's his first time. That's his first performance. That's his first performance with the nerves, with everything, right? It's his first performance. The hard work paid off. The trips from Coventry down to South London, down to the boxing booth gym, everything, the hard work paid off. The fight was definitely won in the gym. A massive thank you to all the sparring partners, Troy, everyone that helped spar and put this together. Are you with me? All the trainers involved. A massive shout out to them. It's been a pleasure being a part of this. It's been an absolute pleasure being a part of this, and this has been such an experience. A massive thank you to everyone at Boxing Booth, Adam Booth, all of them for what they've given down there to help here.
You've created a monster, my friend, and I'm going to pass it back to Likkleman before we jump back to the team at the presentation session. What's next, first of all, and also what you got to say to all the lovers, all the haters out there that have tuned in to see you win or to see you lose tonight?
Big up everyone tonight who's tuned in, and stay tuned. Obviously, I love you all. I thank you for all your followers. Thank you. Like, obviously, if it wasn't for you, I won't be in the situation I am right now. So big up yous, and I hope you have a good night. I'm out.
Right, listen, one more thing, because you're good with the mic. We've learned that over these 8 weeks. Who are you calling out? Look down that camera. There's got to be someone. What's next?
Dwarf Mamba, come. I'm waiting for you. Yeah?
You hear it here first. Wicked and Bad 2. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen.
Light work.
I'm going to throw it back to the team. Give it one more time for your winner, Likkleman.
Wicked and Bad.
Well, we've heard it. We've heard it from the man himself. Now, you've been very loud off camera, but we've not heard from you on it yet. Now the night's over. Your man's won the bout. What have you got to say about Wicked and Bad Promotions?
First of all, what a fantastic fight.
Incredible.
And Salim and his camp, they've been amazing throughout. And, you know, the journey begins for us. I wasn't expecting that myself. I didn't know which way it was going to go, but I'm happy it's gone our way.
The question everybody wants to know, well, if everyone doesn't, I'll be surprised. The question I want to know is, what's next? What happens now?
Well, from our point of view, we're going to have conversations. I'm a realist, so I'm very one fit at a time. Let's not get carried away with ourselves, and then we'll go from there. I think we'll meet next week, sit down with Miles, Bouncer, sit down with Likkleman, and go, what's the next plan? Because we've got other options. We've already got offers on the table, and we're going to, make moves on this.
Are you keeping those offers close to your chest, or is this something you can tell the people who've tuned in on pay-per-view tonight?
I'll keep my cards close. I don't like telling anyone anything. I'm very, I make sure things happen. I make things happen, not just talk about them. We need to get things signed off, and then we can discuss.
What about a word about that man who's behind us, with a belt around his shoulders, with his arms raised to the sky? He's done an incredible job this evening, isn't he?
The man's a warrior. He just showed everyone. This guy, he is an absolute warrior. The guy only started training, 8 weeks ago? And Salim ain't no pushover. No. That guy, he's a tough opponent. And if I'm being honest, I'm really proud of Likkleman. He smashed it. And good on him. He deserves all the credit. And now it's his time.
Certainly is. Well, before we let you go and bring Brian and Carl back in, have you got a message down the camera for the fans who've tuned in tonight?
Everyone who tuned in tonight, this is the beginning. One last message for my kids, Charlie, AJ and Zach. We're moving, baby.
Oh, thank you so much, not just for your time tonight, but for everything you've done. Gentlemen, Wicked and Bad have arrived.
It was wicked, it was bad, it was awesome, it was crazy, and the fight lived up to it. You cannot, you can put all the hype and the promotion into a fight, especially when it's a one-fight card. Yeah. But for that to exceed all expectations and to get the finish 25 seconds into the final round, that was an amazing finish.
Well, you boys were calling the fight, and I could see how excited you were. I had the luxury of being able to check social media, and I referenced it a couple of times. It exploded. Wait till you get on Twitter and see exactly what people were saying about this.
Twitter what? What's that?
Twitter?
Mate.
You know it's 2020, don't you, mate? I know it's been a long year.
Well, I'll tell you what, lads. If Twitter is the quiet one, then all the others must be absolutely melting, because people were going wild for it.
If you like fighting, how can you not get excited by that? That was 12 minutes of non-stop action. They both left everything in the ring. I feel a little bit of pity for Salim.